Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwad. I personally enjoy watching these top 10, top 3, top 5 sort of videos. If there's any house in the Middle East that I have enjoyed their fragrances in recent past, it is Lattafa, and I have 10 amazing fragrances, but they are not in any particular order, or I'm not ranking them because I find it's quite difficult to rank them to know which one is like my number 1 or my number 2. The very first one I have from Lattafa is Kaid. It is known as this cardamom, leather, cinnamon, woody oud bomb. It is a truly beautifully blended fragrance which is marketed as unisex, but I find it quite masculine, although a lady can, a confident lady can just pull this off. I enjoy this especially for evenings and night outs. You can wear it in the morning, afternoon too, but I think it's a bit too thick and a bit too strong, but just 1 or 2 for a day or during the day will be appropriate. The second one is one that has been likened to Killian's Angel Share, and this is Camera. Camera is known as this tonka bean, cognac, praline, vanilla with some woods. I think Lattafa did a very great job with this. They put in a lot of effort with the bottle, the scent itself. Because of the cognac and the tonka bean and the praline, it gives this edible sort of vibe to it, which is a very pleasant scent. It is marketed as unisex, and I don't think it leans either masculine or feminine. It's true to being unisex, and both sexes can really enjoy it. I find it a very pleasant smell. It is quite unique, and I think it's one of the best releases that I have from Lattafa for 2021, 2022. It's an excellent performer. It lasts, and projects more than average, and it gives you value for money. So Camera is one that I will highly recommend, and I'm so glad it's also made part of my top 10 Lattafas. The next one is a truly unique fragrance. It doesn't smell like anything I have or I've owned in the past, and this is My Hair Black. I'll be coming up with a detailed review of My Hair Black soon. It made it to my top 10 because it is very unique. It has this niche-like quality to it. It is smoky, it is earthy, it is green. It has this it's just smoky, earthy green with a touch of leather, and somehow it's sort of an acquired taste. It fills up a room and makes an impression, but it is not really a crowd-pleasing scent. So I have a full detailed review of this fragrance coming soon, but it made it to my top 10 because I truly appreciate this for what it is. It is totally different, totally unique. So Lattafa's interpretation of Initials Oud for Greatness, known as Badia Oud for Glory, is one that also made it on this list. This is because of the animalic, patchouli, woody oud vibes that it gives. It is a unisex fragrance, but it's quite masculine to me. And although it's masculine, I truly enjoy it because I like that animalic, earthy, sort of skanky oud that it has. It is one that a lot of people highly praise, and I think they praise it for a reason, because it's truly a beauty. It gives that Baccarat X vibes, but takes its own twist, its own turn. It's a true beauty. Men, appreciate this. Women who also like woody, strong, pungent fragrances will also truly appreciate it. Following in the Badia Oud line is one that has also been known as being a direction of Initials Atomic Rose, which is Amethyst. So Amethyst is also a powdery rose vanilla, scent. It is very, it is quite similar to the Oud for Glory, but it takes a rose direction. The rose and the powderiness gives it a different direction. This, however, also has some rubberiness to it. When I first got this, I didn't really like it because I thought it smelled a bit synthetic and too rubbery, but I read and I also watched from other people that you have to let this one sit for a while, you know, for it to develop before you can really appreciate. And that is what I did. I had to just give it a few sprays. I have to give a few sprays out, you know, then you let it sit for about a month or two. And this has been in my collection for about 5 months now, and it has sat for that long. I now really enjoy it. You know, the syntheticness and the rubberiness has gone down significantly, and it gives this quite feminine rose powdery scent with some oods. I really enjoy it, and I'm so glad it made it to my top 10, because I have other fragrances which could have equally made to my top 10, but to choose this over those ones means I truly appreciate the scent, especially after letting it sit for a while. One on the more feminine side is Ajwad, which is known to be in the direction of Mancera's Roses Vanille or even Delina, because of the lychee, fruity rose note it has in it. This is a truly beautiful sort of feminine fragrance. Although it's marketed as unisex, I find it quite feminine. You know, it has this fruity creaminess, you know, to it. It is very sweet, you know, very sweet and fruity and girly. I find it quite sexy. I find it quite sensual. It gives off this a little bit of this metallic, you know, note to it, but after about 30 minutes that metallic note kind of dries down, and then you are left with this beautiful lychee, fruity, creamy musk fragrance, which is quite delicious smelling. And I really enjoy this particular one too, but it is more on the feminine side, although it's marketed as unisex. So on the feminine side is one known as a clone of Givenchy's L'Interdit, and this is Faka Rose. This is a true ladylike white floral tuberose ylang ylang gardenia scent. It is it has no oud, it has no skunk, it has no you know, pungent nose to it. It is just a white floral, sophisticated, well polished lady fragrance. It doesn't really do too much, you know. It has a presence. It doesn't fill up a room, but it has a presence, and people around you can really smell it. It is very beautiful, you know. It is excellent for weddings, you know, as a wedding guest, as a you know, bridal party, bridal shower, that kind of, you know, brunch, that kind of feminine ladylike event. It's truly, it gives that classy, you know, classic kind of lady vibes, and I enjoy this. If there is any Lattafa fragrance I cannot praise enough, it has to be Opulent Musk. This is a lemon cake musk variation of Baccarat Rouge, and I love this fragrance so much. It's so nice, you know. I enjoy this fragrance a lot. I think I need a backup bottle of this. I actually went looking for a backup bottle of this, you know, but I couldn't find. I've been told they've run out of stock. I'm just waiting for it to be restocked so that I can get a backup bottle of it. Opulent Musk is a very feminine, sensual, ladylike kind of fragrance. It's just beautiful, you know. It's not too pungent. It has this lemony cake vibes, you know, somehow to it, and I truly enjoy it. It is marketed as unisex, but I find it quite feminine, and I don't think this list would have been complete without Opulent Musk. It's one I highly recommend, you know. I praise it a lot because it is truly a good fragrance. Next on the list is a fragrance that has been compared to Dior Sauvage Elixir, and this is Assad. Assad is a masculine blue fragrance, you know. It's marketed towards men, but it's quite unisex, you know. It's very beautiful. It just bergamot, citrus blast with some woods, you know, at the background with a bit of patchouli. It's a very delicious sweet scent. It's very sweet, you know. At the opening, it gives all this sweet bergamot and other citruses, and it's effervescent, you know. It's very bright, it projects, it lasts long, just about 5-6 sprays will last you a full day, especially if it's on clothes. And this list, I would say I had to include this in the list because it's really a great fragrance. And although it is masculine in nature, if you're a lady, you can also, you know, wear it. It all depends on how you wear it, but it's quite a masculine scent. But I personally enjoy it. You know, I've worn it a few times outside, and I have even got a compliment wearing this. So it's one that can be worn by both men and women, and it's a great alternative to Dior Sauvage Elixir. The last but simply not the least is one that has also been compared to Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace, and this is Amir Oud. This fragrance has been highly praised by a lot of people on YouTube and even outside YouTube. It is a very pleasant, sweet, smoky, incensey, vanilla, caramel kind of scent. It is not overly sweet to the point that it becomes cloying. You know, it is very well balanced and very well blended. It gives this perfect unisex fragrance that can be worn for a lot of occasions. It can be worn during the day, you know, depending on how you wear it, but it is more appropriate if you wear it for evening or formal events. I think it's better suited for outdoor occasions than indoor because there is something about the air that makes this fragrance more beautiful, and I think it had to be in this list. I have other Lattafa fragrances which could have been part of this list, but these are the 10 that I feel strongly about currently, and I feel they are great fragrances for both men and women, and they make good statements. On this note, I'd like to say thank you so much for being here with me. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, I say thank you. I truly appreciate your support. All the fragrances I've mentioned here, I'll just list them in the description and add some links where you can find them if they are available. So thank you so much. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.